Alright, so just watching Sumatra here from Survival Instinct with Nolan. Sweet channel. They're in Vietnam, I'm pretty sure. And, I was thinking about this comment that some person made the other day, and, I went into my YouTube studio to check. And of course, the comment is disappeared after I replied. It's so often the case, people delete their comments when I correct them. So come correctly when you comment, don't embarrass yourself. And he said to me, he acted like veganism is shamanism. It's like, he said something like, I don't know who this was, some random person. And they said, you're a hypocrite, something like, you call yourself a shaman, you're not even vegan, you hypocrite, was the gist of the paragraph, the little ranting paragraph that they put on there. And so my reply to this commenter and everybody else in the world, is veganism is not shamanism. Big surprise. They're two different things, and that's why there's two different words. Wow. And, two different meaning. Yes, it's a surprise for some people. Even when they're writing it and talking it, they don't realize they're using, different words. So no, you don't have to be a full vegan all the time, forever, always, to be a shaman. It's just like I don't have to smoke all day, every day, for the rest of my life forever to be a shaman. But it can help. I'm high right now. And this is when I have better language ability. Much more capability over language when I'm stoned. Using the philosopher's stone, what I feel is a direct connection to logic over mind, or the logical nature, or the logical mind in nature, you might say. Some people believe nature is mute, and veganism can help them. It can, because it can make you more sensitive, but it is not vision itself. So, veganism is not shamanism. Shamanism has a lot to do with vision. Have you seen how a dragonfly sees the world? Go watch that video online, and you'll see that, other animals, they see a different sort of wavelength and basically a different reality, right? Things are just not the same for a dragonfly. And, it's the same thing again. Veganism is not the same thing as shamanism. It has its place, for sure. All the plants, the visionary plants, which teach us about other plants and how to order and structure and taxonomize nature. That's also what these entheogens teach us. You realize that? These psychedelics, they teach us how nature is ordered. They teach you taxonomy, like they just show you spiritually all the taxonomy of the physical. And that's why the Shipibo, shamans, of the Amazon have the biggest pharmacopoeia in the world. Is bigger than the Chinese medicinal system and the Indian Ayurvedic system. So, you have just tribes, in the Amazon with the biggest medicinal books and system in the world, Anyway, because that's 15,000. Because it's more complex. That's why I want to go to the Amazon. You have endless resources. Really, we should be somehow hyper-Amazoniting the world, terraforming it into jungle that somehow has Tesla Wi-Fi towers, that are not like a 5G kill grid. But, they're going the opposite way. So don't forget what you are. You're not one of the robots, You've got to think for yourself. And thinking for yourself means thinking with your mind what you're seeing, what you're reading. And, if you can't even speak subconsciously I am suspect that you may be an organic portal. And I've attracted a lot of them to my channel somehow. And, so you're writing to me, you're not even vegan. How can you call yourself a shaman? Two different things. Two different things. Sorry to rub it in your face, but honestly, I'm sick of hearing that old argument. It's a scripted, computer-based argument that I overthrow this easily. It's not even a scripted. What are they using? Sometimes they're using illogic. They don't. So he must have just been emotional and an emotional vegan. That's what you can conclude, because it's not even logical. You're using one word and another word. Are you aware? Anyway, so that guy was probably a scripted organic portal, and you got to watch out for them because they're always negative in connotation on my channel, the comments that they leave. Anyway, veganism is not shamanism. For sure it can help. But when you're out there, and I bet if I make it to the Amazon, I'm going to be killing something for protein, because I won't be able to have the Nanochloropsis gatatana phytoplankton supreme food growing on my windowsill, with a solar panel and fresh running water where I can just pick it off and wipe it over my tongue and have energy. Because that's the future, But for anyone in the city and all that, it's not chunks of meat. That's not the future in the city. It's not plausible. It's impossible with this many people. You're going to get too much disease and so on and so forth, problems. And anyway, so in the jungle though, everything is like homeostasis, sort of bacterially homeostasis, right? Nothing is completely overrunning because there's so much competition of bacteria and animals and blah, 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 right? And such a fast breakdown process and change process at the floor of the forest and so on, right? Lots of threats, etc. It's a high energy environment, the forest, the jungle, right? It's a high energy environment, and so I'll end up eating meat for sure if I'm living in the jungle. 100% for sure. Quite often. But it's interesting because you maintain a much higher vibration walking on mineral soil, mineral rich soil where you pick up the field of magnesium without even eating it, just walking barefoot in the jungle on really good soil, like walking on a jungle mountain. You're soaking up the energy of the minerals without eating anything. As you work your way to the top of the mountain, you don't even need to eat. You end up drinking the pure, clay water, stream water and stuff. You're getting minerals and water directly into you, and it's sweet water. If you don't know about sweet water, you should research it. That's the pure shit, ladies and gentlemen. That's the pure shit. And, I just want to reiterate again, when you're out there in the jungle, it's a complex environment, and I'm not going to be walking I'm not going to be walking 2,000 miles on leaves. It's not plausible. It can be done, but it means a certain set of narrow experiences that I'd rather not subject myself to continuously. And that's why, my friend, you're in so much pain and you make a painful comment.